Dear learners, I am Shafiq Al Aziz, lecturer English, Shushan Government College. Welcome to our online class. Today, I will discuss an important grammatical item, that is right form of verb. You know, right form of verb is very important for all classes. Actually, verb is the heart of an English sentence. So you have to learn how to use verbs correctly while writing English language. While using right form of verb, you have to maintain some rules. I will now show you how to use verbs in a sentence correctly. Please look at the whiteboard. You have to maintain. You have to remember that you have to use finite verbs according to tense, number, and phrase. You have to know what is finite verb. Finite verb is a verb. Finite verb is a verb. You are requested to focus on the whiteboard. Finite verb is a verb which is used according to the structure of tense and the number and person of the subject. And these type of verbs are called finite verbs. Look at the example. Examples will clarify the matter. The baby sleep now. This word now indicates that the action of verb is continuing. That is, this sentence will be in present continuous tense. So you have to write this verb, this sleep verb, in present continuous tense. That is, the baby is sleeping. The baby is sleeping now. We know the structure of present continuous tense is subject plus to be verb plus verb plus ing. And in this way, we have filled this gap using the verb in present continuous tense. In the second example, father reached home last night. This phrase last night indicates that the sentence will be in past indefinite tense. And we know past indefinite tense, the structure of past indefinite tense is subject plus first form of verb. So we have to use past form of this verb reach. Then the sentence would be father reached home last night. I think the matter is clear to you now. Secondly, you have to use active and passive forms correctly. You know, when the subject is inactive or passive, then the verb is used using passive forms. Look at the first example. Our Nawab defeat in the Battle of Pulaski. Here, the work of defeat is not done by the subject itself. So here subject is inactive or passive. So we have to use it. We have to use the verb in passive forms. In present, in past indefinite tense, passive form is was, were, and past continuous. So we have to write here, our Nawab was defeated in the Battle of Pulaski. The first sentence is in passive forms. In the second sentence we see, Akbar ascended the throne at the age of 14. Here the subject Akbar is active because he does the work of assent. So this sentence will be in active form. That is, active form is directly using structure of the tense. Akbar assent. This sentence will be in past indefinite form. So we only use past form of this sentence because we know the structure: subject plus past form of verb and then extension. Now we see Akbar ascended the throne at the age of 14. So look at the two sentences again. The above sentence, first one is in passive form and the second one is in active form. We have to maintain this active and passive form correctly while using the verb. Another important thing, maintaining sequence of tense. While writing, we have to maintain sequence of tense. Mainly it is done in complex sentences. There are two parts, first one and second one. We have to maintain sequence. In the first part, first section of the sentence, there is a verb say, and in the second part, the verb will be used following the sequence of tense. That is using corresponding past. So we have to write. We know if the reporting verb is in past, reported speech will be in corresponding past. In this sense, here we have to use past perfect tense. He said that he had killed the innocent bird. Look at this sentence. Here, sequence of tense is maintained. While using complex and compound sentences, we have to maintain this sequence of tense. Another important is maintaining subject-verb agreement. We have to, while using a verb, we have to remember that there must be an agreement between subject and verb. In the sentence below, here subject is I and the verb is be, to be. So, to maintain agreement with this subject, in this sentence we have to use correct form of be following this subject. That is N. Because we use N after first person singular. It is I who am to blame. In this sentence, while using this verb be, we are maintaining agreement with the subject I. So we have to remember these things while using right form verbs. So there are some other rules and orders I will discuss you later on.